Welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now, completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The earth has you. The stone has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere the arches cross the valley in the evening light, and the water has run in the channel for 2,000 years, and the old watchman is making his slow walk, and the grass grows where the Romans walked. Come with me. The landscape, a valley in the south of France, or the south of Spain, or the hills outside Rome. The landscape of the ancient Roman world, the landscape the Romans looked at, the same landscape, still here, the dry hills, the olive groves, the lavender, the scrub oak, the pale limestone that the Romans quarried, that they built the aqueduct from. The valley, wide, the river at its floor, the river the Romans needed to cross, to bring the water from the spring in the hills above to the city below. The aqueduct crossing the valley, its arches in the evening light, the pale stone against the pale sky. The arches, one after another, crossing the aqueduct, the arches, 49 of them, or 60, or 275, depending on which aqueduct, which valley, which empire. The arches rising from the valley floor, the lower tier, the middle tier, the upper tier, the channel at the top, the specus, the water channel, lined with opus signinum, the waterproof Roman cement, the pink red cement, made from crushed terracotta, that the Romans used for every surface that would hold water, still waterproof. 2,000 years later, the channel that the water ran through for 400 years, perhaps longer, before the aqueduct was abandoned, before the city it served was no longer the city it had been, before the water stopped, but the channel still there, the waterproof cement still there, the arch still standing, the evening, October, the light, late afternoon, finding the stone of the aqueduct, the light that finds old stone, the warm light, the low light, the light that makes the limestone glow, the pale stone going gold in the October light, the arches casting their shadows, long shadows, the shadows that the arches cast in every direction. At this hour, the grass below, in the shadow, the grass beyond, in the light, the alternating pattern of shadow and light under the arches, the light and shadow of 2,000 years, still falling on the same grass. Jaiwasipipi. He is walking along the base of the aqueduct. His name is Giuseppe. He is 73 years old. He has been the watchman of this aqueduct for 31 years. Before him, his predecessor, another watchman. Before that, the aqueduct has always had a watchman, or something like a watchman, someone responsible, someone who walks the length, who checks, who notices, Who knows? Giuseppe's official title is curator, the custodian of a listed monument under the protection of the National Heritage Authority. But he thinks of himself as the watchman, the word that feels most true. He watches over the aqueduct the way Seamus watched over the sea, the way Yashida watched over the temple. The watchman watching what is worth watching. The walk, he walks it every evening, the full length, 40 minutes, one way, 40 minutes back. The walk along the grass, at the base of the arches, his path well-worn after 31 years. The same path, the same grass, the same arches above. He walks, he checks a crack that was not there last week. He notes it, a stone that shifted from the last rain. He notes it, the plant, the fig, or the wild rocket that is growing in the mortar joint between two stones. He notes it, the roots of plants can damage old mortar. He will report it tomorrow to the conservators who come every few months, who do the slow work of keeping the aqueduct standing, the work that will never be finished as long as the aqueduct stands. The smell, the valley in October, the evening smell, the dry grass, the warm limestone, releasing the heat it absorbed through the day, the stone warm against the palm when you press it, the warmth of a stone that has been in the October sun all day, the limestone warmed against your hand, the smell of the warm stone, the mineral smell, the calcium carbonate releasing into the cool evening air, and the thyme growing at the base of the arches in the dry soil where the limestone meets the earth, the wild thyme of the Garrigue, the Mediterranean scrubland. Its smell, sharp, clean, the thyme that has been growing at the base of these arches for as long as the arches have been here. The water that was in the channel at the top, no water now, but the channel is there. The specus still lined with the pink red cement, still waterproof. Theoretically, if the spring were reopened, if the channel were cleared of the centuries of debris, the water could flow again. This is what Giuseppe thinks about, sometimes walking the base of the arches, the water that was here, the water that crossed this valley for 400 years, the water that the city depended on, the aqueduct that was the city's lifeline, the water that the Romans engineered with such precision that it ran for 400 years without pumps, without electricity, without any mechanism other than gravity. The slope, 1 in 5,000, 1 meter for every 5 kilometers. Enough, just enough, for the water to flow. The engineering, that is also poetry. The arches, the arch, the Roman arch, the invention that made everything possible. The semicircular arch that distributes the load around itself. The stones at the top, the keystone, the stone that holds all the others in place. The arch that is stronger under load than without it. The way the rope is stronger under tension. The arch teaching the same lesson as the rope, as the bamboo, as everything in these stories that is stronger for the weight it bears. The arch supporting the one above it. The 3 tiers, each tier supporting the next. The aqueduct, a system of mutually supporting arches, each one needing the others. The way the colony needs its bees. The way the forest needs its trees. The whole stronger than the parts. What GIUSEPP knows. He knows the aqueduct, every stone. He has walked this path for 31 years. He knows which stones are stable, which are not. He knows the way the arches move, and the heat, the stone expanding in the summer sun, contracting at night. He has watched this movement for 31 years. A millimeter, here a fraction, there the stone, still moving after 2,000 years, still responding to temperature the way it has always responded. He knows the plants, the invasive plants that threaten the mortar, and the ancient plants that are part of the structure. Now, the lichen on the stone, so old it has become part of the stone's identity. The lichen that Giuseppe protects as carefully as the stone itself. He knows the birds, the kestrel that nests in the upper tier every year, the swift that nest in the lower tier. In summer, the birds that have found the aqueduct as a place to be long before Giuseppe came, and will be here long after the evening light on the stone. The light at this hour, finding the arches, the warm October light, the light that comes from the west, at this angle, finding the west-facing surfaces of the stone, making them gold, the same surfaces that were dark at noon, now gold. The aqueduct, different at every hour. Giuseppe has seen every version of this in 31 years. The aqueduct, in every light, in every season, in every weather, he has seen. The aqueduct, in snow, which happens occasionally in this region. The snow on the arches, the white against the pale stone, more white. The aqueduct, in thunder, the storm coming across the valley. The arches, in the black sky, the lightning finding them briefly, brilliantly, and tonight, the October evening, the gold, the most gentle, the most beautiful, the gold of the October evening on 2,000 years of stone. Growing still, Giuseppe is walking along the base, his pace unhurried, as always, the arches above, the valley below, the evening light on the stone, the time at his feet. If thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do, they are not staying long. The stone takes them. 2,000 years of stone, 2,000 years of patience. The arch that stands because of the weight on it, not despite it. The thoughts come, you notice them. The aqueduct receives them as the channel received the water for 400 years, carrying without holding. You don't need to hold any of them. Just the path, just the arches, just the evening light, just Giuseppe, checking each stone, knotting what needs knotting, faithful to the structure that was faithful for so long, to the city that needed it. Peace lives in this valley, in the arches and the time and the kestrel's nest, and Giuseppe's 31 years of watching what 2,000 years build. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You came to the valley tonight. The arches crossed the evening sky. The limestone was warm in the October light. Giuseppe was walking his path, checking the crack, knotting the fig root in the mortar. The time was at your feet. The kestrel was in the upper tier. The aqueduct received you, as this aqueduct has received the light, and the weather, and the birds, and the plants, and the careful eyes of every person who has walked beneath it. With the stone, and the arch, and the gravity, and the precision that kept the water flowing for 400 years. Carry it with you on the days that feel too heavy. The days when the load seems too much, remember the arch. Remember that the arch is stronger under load, that the stones press against each other harder when the weight is on, that what seems like too much to bear is the very thing that holds you together. The load is the strength. You know the way here now, but tonight you are already here. The arches are above. The time is at your feet. The stone is warm. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every stone warm, arch strong, valley still, light gold. 2,000-year moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The aqueduct through the night. the arches at night, the aqueduct at night, the light gone, the gold gone, the arches dark against the darker sky. But their shapes against the stars, the arch shapes, the semicircle against the sky, the stars through the arches, the stars that the Romans also saw through these arches if they looked as they walked the channel at night, checking as Giuseppe checks the same task, different centuries, the same arches between the watcher and the stars. What 2,000 years means. 2,000 years. The aqueduct was built when Augustus was emperor, or Tiberius, or Claudius. The exact date uncertain, but 2,000 years, give or take 2,000 years. What has happened in 2,000 years? The Roman Empire rose and fell. The medieval world rose and changed. The Renaissance, the Reformation, the Industrial Revolution, the World Wars, everything that is history happened after the aqueduct was built, and the aqueduct was here for all of it, carrying its water, or standing after the water stopped, or falling partly and being repaired, and standing again and being watched by Giuseppe. Tonight, the aqueduct that has outlasted everything that tried to outlast it, the water that came before, the water that flowed through the Specus for 400 years. Where did it go after it reached the city? Into the pipes, the lead pipes, or the clay pipes, into the fountains, the public fountains, where the people came to drink, to fill their vessels, into the baths, the thermae, where the citizens bathed, into the houses of the wealthy who had their own water supply, and from there into the drains, into the cloaca maxima, the great sewer, into the river, the Tiber, or whatever river this city served. The same water traveling from the spring through the channel, across the valley, on the arches, into the city, into the pipes, into the baths, into the drains, into the river, into the sea, into the cloud, into the rain, back to the spring, the cycle that the Romans used, that continues. Without the Romans, the water still cycling, the aqueduct still standing. In the middle of the cycle, Giuseppe's 31 years. He came when he was 42, a younger man who did not know what he was becoming. The watchman of a Roman aqueduct was not the career he had imagined, but he found it, or it found him. The first morning, he walked the length. He knew. He cannot say how he knew. He simply knew. This was the work that would fill his remaining years. He was right. 31 years, and he is not finished. He will walk this path until he cannot. He has trained a younger person to take over. Eventually, she walks with him twice a week. He shows her what to look for, the way his predecessor showed him the knowledge, passing from Watchman to Watchman, the way the silk passed, the way the tea passed, the knowledge that is in the walking, the looking, the knowing, the aqueduct, well, the kestrel in the upper tier, the nest of the kestrel, the hole in the mortar between two stones that the kestrel has used for years, the same hole, or a hole very near, for generations of kestrels. Giuseppe knows how many years the kestrel has been here, longer than he has. He found the nest in his second year. The kestrel was already established, already using this hole, this arch, this aqueduct. The kestrel, not knowing the aqueduct is 2,000 years old, not knowing a watchman watches, simply using the available stone, the available mortar, the available arch for the nest, the kestrel at night in the upper tier, its eyes perhaps open, perhaps closed, the aqueduct around it, the stars above, the morning walk at 7, Giuseppe at the beginning of the path, the morning dew on the grass, the time wet, its smell stronger in the wet, the morning light finding the arches from the east, now the same arches, different light, the east-facing surfaces, catching the morning sun, the gold on a different side of the stone. He walks, he checks the crack he noted yesterday evening. Is it the same or larger? He measures it with the small gauge. He carries the same. He makes a note. He continues. The kestrel above, hunting in the field beyond the arches, the same field where the Romans perhaps also watched the kestrel hunt 2,000 years ago. The kestrel that was always here, that was here before the aqueduct was built, that nested in the cliff face before the arch provided a better option. The kestrel and the arch and the watchman and the morning, the same morning after morning for 2,000 years. The aqueduct is in the dark, the arches against the stars, the specus dry, the opus signum still pink, still waterproof, the kestrel in the upper tier, the time at the base, the lichen on the stone, centuries old. Giuseppe is asleep, his notes on the table. The crack, the same, the fig root, still small, but noted. Tomorrow, the conservators will be called. The aqueduct will be tended as it has always been tended by someone who understood what it was worth. And you are sleeping deeply, completely, peacefully under the arches, in the valley, the stone around you, 2,000 years, still standing, still strong, under the weight of what it carries. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every stone warm, arch strong, valley still, light gold, 2,000-year moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night, and